guys. They know that these indictments aren't going to stick. Trump will win in court, especially this last one, because the one that they indicted him for yesterday, he just beat in the impeachment process. Remember, that last impeachment, they indicted him over January. I mean, they impeached him, which impeachment is an indictment, over January 6th, and he won. He won. Not to mention, let's not forget about that sham of a committee that they had on live TV with the TV producer producing it, where they had all these bombshell witnesses that just so happened to not testify during the impeachment process under a false oath, telling their so-called accounts on that day. Remember the one girl tried to act like Donald Trump was passenger 57 in that bitch? He was passenger 57 in the back of the limo. He choking out Secret Service agents, trying to grab the wheel. He on his Steven Seagal. Remember that? But it's funny because none of them testified during the impeachment process. None of them did. I want to know during this right here, because I mean, I'm willing to bet they won't testify during this trial. I'm willing to bet they won't call anybody from that BS those BS January 6 hearings. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because they will perjure themselves under oath. They will perjure themselves under oath.
Niggas need to relax and take notes. Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the Hotep's Told You After Party. I appreciate you guys swinging through. You could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with us, and we really do appreciate it. Anyway, riding alongside me as always, my man Jay Powell. What's going on, Jay?
It's good, Kenan. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got
two,
you.
1, 2.
You good?
How's
You
it going?
good? Man, can't complain. It's been a hell of a week in the news, bro. What has been going on?
That August energy, man. That 8-8 hit.
Yeah, bro.
That 8-8 hit, because look, we're finding out things about Hawaii and Maui and stuff like that. And Jonah was sending me some. He was sending me a little bit of stuff too, and I was like, you know what? That just syncs up perfectly. It's crazy. The fire in the water, all the symbolism. 808 is their area code. The fires that you saw in that Jason Aldean video when he had the police showing up with that 8823 on their backs. Now you got pictures of people talking about the laser weapons. I don't know. Have you seen the laser weapon pictures?
No, I ain't see the laser weapon pictures.
Oh, you missed out.
Yeah, missed that. The energy. I know. Protocol was calling energy weapons yesterday in the stream. We was talking about and talking about HARP when we were talking about Hawaii, bro. Like it's just like it was just you can't. It was a perfect set of circumstances for what happened. You got some wildfires, right? You got some wildfires that happened in Hawaii, which I never heard of wildfires in Hawaii. I could be wrong, but I've never heard of it before. But then you figure like, oh, well, Hawaii's surrounded by water. They should better put that out quick, right? No. hurricane, whatever it's called, was like, stop planes from coming in there to douse that fire out. You had people jumping in the water to save themselves from the fire. Apparently, according to NBC News, let's go over to it now. 53 people, yo.
Man, R.I.P.
53. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Now we can do it. Working? Oh, man, what's going on with my... Oh, boy. Hold on. Goodness gracious. Now my stream deck don't work. Ain't that nothing? That's all good. We have to go with the old trusty dusties. Boom, here we go. I'm so used to using my stream deck, I get used to this the other stuff. Anyway, so it says hundreds forced to evacuate. Biden approves disaster declaration. Sorry, Maui fires death toll rise to at least 53, bro. Oh my gosh. Yesterday when we reported, or when I reported on it last night, it was only 6 people, right? Then I had a feeling that the number would go up, but 53, man? Oh, my gosh. So it says the death toll from fast-moving wildfires on Hawaii's Maui Island rose Thursday, with at least 53 people now confirmed dead. Officials said one blaze, which nearly destroyed the historic town of Lahaina, I don't know how you pronounce it, I guess I said it right, was said to be 80% contained earlier in the day. Officials had earlier warned the death toll could continue to go up with multiple fires on the island still burning and teams spreading out to search charred areas. Police urged people to stay away from am I saying that right? Lahaina due to biohazard and safety concerns, and said arrangements would be made to let residents back into the area at a later date. Bro, this shit came out of nowhere, man. This came out of nowhere. Like you said, it lined all the way up with what you said. Something was crazy was going to happen on the 8th. You know what I mean? I don't know what to think about this, right? Like, you know, we question everything on this show, and I think you guys, you should question everything, right? Am I wrong? You know, am I wrong in saying that, Jay? You should question everything. This just seems crazy. Like I said yesterday, you had these fires started. Nobody knows how they started. I never heard of wildfires in Hawaii. But then on top of the wildfires, you had a hurricane fan the flames of the wildfires, right? And prevent helicopters and those the ones that grab the water and douse stuff. They couldn't get in there. Coast Guard couldn't get in there because of these hurricanes. Or the hurricane. And it's leaving people to 53 dead, people evacuating, people running for their lives, man. It's crazy. I can't imagine being in Hawaii right now.
Man.
Right? Imagine what it was when the dude fat fingered the nuclear button, the nuclear phone. I remember that people was going into the sewers and all this stuff and panicking and didn't know what to do. Now you got something like this where you're on an island surrounded by water and you have nowhere to go but into the water.
Man.
I mean, that's just, it's tragic, man. And I really do pray for the people in Hawaii. I don't know if they turned them weather machines on, Jay. I don't know if they turned them energy weapons on and then turned on HAARP and made something happen as a distraction. I don't know. I don't know if they making a play for the, like I said yesterday, then you got COVID in New York at a resurgence. They said it's up 55% or something like that. They're going to make one of these lockdowns stick, bro. They're going to make, it's either going to be a climate lockdown or we're going to have another, sickness, I guess I'll say, since we live on YouTube. I forgot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro.
But we got to look at, I mean, you look at Hurricane Dora and the implications there. You look at the massive amount of celebrities that were buying up land on Maui. You had the Moana Part 2 movie about to come out starring The Rock, and he plays Maui. Okay. So you had all that culminating in the news. You had Oprah Winfrey's school. You had the talk about John of God, the guy that got arrested that was connected to Oprah getting arrested. Now you got the Ecuador candidate taken out, and Ecuador is on a state of emergency. Everything just culminating in some wild coincidences with these fires. And then like what I pointed out from that Jason Aldean video with all that fire starting everywhere. And now we're in states of, now now we got part of the U.S. in this state of emergency, which is Hawaii. Then we got Ecuador in a state of emergency as well because their candidate just got taken out ahead of his election.
Yeah,
is this a precursor for what's about to go down in the? Remember Unc saying they can't do it again, can they?
Man, they don't care no more. They out there and they loving every minute of it, Jay. They don't care that they not in the shadows no more. They don't care. You know what I mean? Phil the Kill said glaciers melting in Alaska at the same time. Come on now. Emmanuel says wildfires happen all the time in Hawaii. I didn't know. You know, I legitimately didn't know. But this is the first time it's been like really, really. I guess this must be the worst. You know what I mean?
Well, the worst I've seen in a long time. This one is the emergency situation, right?
Yeah.
That's where Oprah's house is, where Clint Eastwood's house is, where a whole bunch of celebrities have mansions there.
Well, that's the main island, right? That's the big island, right?
Yeah, they have a whole. I think that isn't it Stephen Branagh or whatever his name is, and he owns like 50% of one spot or something like that there.
Damn.
And then. Shoot, you look at all the coding, the area code is 808.
Yeah.
And it all kicked off on 88.
I always remember that the worst case scenario in Hawaii was like volcanoes erupting. Right? This is a close second, right? I mean, this is sad, man, that a lot of people being
prayers
displaced.
up for them people. This is sick.
Yeah, a lot of people being displaced right now. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they don't know where to go. They don't have anywhere to go. At all.
Do you think the celebrities are going to step in because they all had these island mansions? You think they're going to step in and start running relief funds?
They're going to collect that insurance money and then they mess around and buy more property from people that ain't, you know, that can't afford to rebuild. I hate to say that, you know what I mean? But that's how people are. Maybe I don't know. You know what? I'm a hope for the good nature in people and say that they're gonna step in and they're gonna help like they help with Haiti and like they help with Japan. You know what I mean? And all that other good stuff.
We're gonna get another "We Are the World" out of this.
Oh, there we go. Now the thing will work. Yeah, we might get another "We Are the World." You know, I don't know. We might get another Clinton Foundation coming in there to help out and then taking all the money. Man. They still owe Haiti like $14 billion. You know what I mean? But you know, I digress. I'm
telling you that right now, all the sleuths out there, they're gonna start uncovering some details, and it's all gonna come full circle, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, now it makes sense." They're gonna uncover some of this stuff.
Yeah, Fuego says Hawaii has grown so much, probably like California. People living in forested spots that used to be empty. Yeah. They're gonna, you know, like I haven't heard the climate change cry yet. Have you?
No, you're right. Did they forget? Did they skip a beat?
I know, right? I haven't heard the climate change cry from any of the mainstream media.
Wow, you called it, Kenan. Dang.
What's going on with that?
Like I've been watching it and I had it on I flipped by several of the things, and usually the first thing they blame is people having too much gas and stuff like that, and cows eating too much corn and whatever else that got crazy that they'll work on.
Right. Exactly.
That didn't happen this time. You're right.
Bruh,
you caught a little something.
I haven't seen it at least. You know
Why? Why is that?
Exactly. Hey guys, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when we got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we live. If you're catching that replay, leave a comment. Let us know how we doing, guys. If you want to donate to the cause, $Canon Hotep on Cash App. That's $Canon Hotep on Cash App. You know, Rumble Rants are always welcome as well. You know, we every little bit of money goes back into, you know, the channels and stuff like that, man. We're trying to build something. We definitely trying to build something. So we couldn't do it without viewers like you. Go ahead.
They're on it right now. New York Times and Yahoo News, they're stepping in now.
Okay.
Now they're blaming that on they said how blankety blank turned Lush Hawaii into a tinderbox. It's all the fault of blank blank. Okay, so yeah, they're on it. Okay. Right on schedule. Because before, like you said yesterday, the day before, a couple past days, they haven't been, but right now they're on it.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Yeah, I was about to say, past couple of days I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing yesterday or the day before. I waited to talk about it yesterday. You know what I mean? Phil the Kill says they might circle twice in their helicopters on their way out with a sip of Chardonnay in memory. Natasha, she just called it like you did. She said it'll come, and sure enough, did. I'm sure Greta
They're on it
Thunberg
right
on her way out there right now. I'm
They're
sure
on it
John
right
Kerry
now.
on his way out there right now. You know, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is going to shed a tear in Congress, and you know,
but you called it though. They were late. They were late to doing it, and that makes me question. You know, like every time it pops off, they're always like they're ahead of it. So I wonder what happened that they were behind it this time.
Right, exactly. Anyway, prayers up for Maui and Hawaii, man. You know, I hope the victims and the people are able to make themselves whole again, man. It's tough. That's got to be tough, bro. Them fires took your whole way of living, your livelihood, your homes, man. I hope the insurance companies don't be complete jerks and not help these people rebuild like we've heard in the past. Then all you celebrities over there that y'all over there got y'all nice little compounds, throw a few dollars the natives' way to help them build up too. You know what I mean? Montoya said possible land grab. That's my Kufi on tight, Montoya. Salute to Montoya. That's my Kufi on tight right there. Straight up.
That's what I believed. That's the land grab theory. I was theorizing that the land grab theory was what led to the Black Wall Street event. I was thinking that because regular everyday citizens don't have access to these government planes that were used in that event, where they were dropping firebombs out the sky on the area. I was just thinking, well, maybe that was a part of a land grab. Who holds the deeds?
Right.
Who's got the insurance claims?
I agree.
I would think that a lot of sleuths out there are gonna start piecing some puzzles together out here, just like they did after that one day in September.
Yeah, we'll see how that go. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's that's just a tough way to go. You know what I mean?
Man.
I just always counted myself, fortunate to not live in like, Tornado Alley or,
Hey, now.
I know that you in Tornado Alley or like on a live volcano stuff. Like I always counted myself fortunate. Unfortunately, I live too close to DC, and I'm scared that if they drop a nuke over this bitch, it's a wrap for me. I don't know if I'm far enough away from the capital to not be affected as far as like, getting eviscerated, but something like I'm like at least let it be where I can just take a few iodine pills and I'm all right. You know what I mean? Man, oh my god!
Did you go get your? Did you get your potassium iodine pills?
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of that, bro.
Oh yeah, before I didn't think you had some before. I was showing you my bottles.
Yeah, you had the bottles, and then I went and ordered me a bunch.
Oh, you was like, let me get some too, just in case.
Let me grab them. I got about 5 or 6 bottles of it.
You got your weather radio.
Actually, you know what I'm getting ready to do? You know what? I'm gonna holler at Just Josh on YouTube, and I'm gonna holler at Jay Dolio from the council, and I'm gonna do a stream, yo. I'm gonna do a stream, a survival cast, because those are the people you kind of want to talk to, especially Joe.
So the checklist.
Yeah, like what do you do? Because Joe got a bunch of like books called like Tactical Wisdom, is what his books are called, and he touch on everything, bro. Even his YouTube channel, he touch on everything. Like, I'm gonna get my ham radio license, and I'm gonna get me a ham radio. You know what I mean? Like my father, he's starting to think about stuff like, he called me up like, hey, I need you to price out and I need you to buy 5 sat phones. Right? And I'm like, Dad, I mean, sat phones ain't gonna work if the lights go out. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's not a bad option to have, right? Because you want that and then you want redundancy, right? So, or contingency. So I'm like, I told my dad, the best thing we can do is get those sat phones, but then we need to get UHF radios. Short range, and we also need. Apparently, if I get my license for ham radio, it supposedly covers up to 5 people.
Wow.
For ham radio, and the only person that I know that my father not gonna learn it. It'll be me and my brother Bishop, and maybe my sister will learn ham radio. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get my ham radio license. I probably should have been got it, but I'm gonna holler at Joe about that. But I'm gonna hit Just Josh. I'm gonna be on the council in the morning with them at 9:00. After that, I'll hit Joe up, and I'm probably sometime. I ain't gonna say next week. 'Cause I'm gonna be at Hotep Con. But probably when I get back, I'm gonna do a survival cast with those guys and see what preparations or what contingencies, what they got in place for when the lights go out, or social unrest, civil unrest, stuff like that, what they got going on, and then hit Joe up and ask him, what steps should be taken. You know what I mean? Yeah, Anime, you need a federal license for a ham radio. If you don't, you get caught with that shit. That's a problem. I don't know why, but that's just the case. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do the survival cast. One in the chat if y'all think we need to do a survival cast. One in the chat if you think we need to have a survival cast. I know that me and Jay have done it before, but I'm gonna bring some people that know better than I do. You know what I mean? And I know Just Josh and I know Joe for sure. Joe actually got manuals on it that he wrote himself. You know what I mean? I see the ones in the chat coming in. Yeah, so we definitely gonna do that. Anyway, before we keep going, y'all, happy birthday to Emmanuel Presley in the building. He is officially 17 years old. No, I'm just joking. I don't know how old you are, Emmanuel. If you want to drop it in the chat, drop it in the chat. But Emmanuel's birthday today, y'all. Send him some birthday love. Maybe send him $1 or $2. If you got a Cash App, get a drink on you or something like that. You know what I mean? But salute to Emmanuel Presley. He made it another trip around the sun. If the Earth was round, but it's not. So let me cut it off. Anyway, let's keep moving. Oh man, where we at now? All right, so check it, right? So this is from NBC News. So yesterday I touched on the story about the guy that got shot by the FBI, right? He made threats to Joe Nicholslick, and
right back.
They had, all right, no problem. And they there we go. They sent an entire SWAT team to his house to quote unquote bring him in on an arrest warrant. So let's check this out. It's from NBC News. 37, yo. That's what's up. Happy 37th birthday. Boom, there we go. From NBC News.
There's new video this evening of the deadly confrontation between FBI agents and a Utah man who had allegedly threatened to kill President Biden. Peter Alexander has that story.
This video was taken during the deadly confrontation FBI agents seen surrounding the home of suspect Craig Robertson, who's not visible in the footage, when suddenly
the SWAT team went through his back door with a battering ram. They called for my neighbor to come out, and he's like, "I'm not coming out."
The FBI had arrived at Robertson's Provo, Utah home Wednesday morning to serve an arrest warrant for his alleged threats to assassinate President Biden. Court records show a social media company first alerted the FBI in March about a disturbing post by Robertson. Tonight, a senior law enforcement official tells NBC News that company is Truth Social, the site founded by former President Trump. The FBI says Robertson identified himself online as a MAGA Trumper and called one of his rifles a Democrat eradicator. The FBI says for months it had been tracking the 75-year-old and his violent threats about the president, Vice President Kamala Harris, and other prominent Democrats, including Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, who's prosecuting a criminal case against Mr. Trump. In a recent post, Robertson noted that Biden is coming to Utah and referred to cleaning the dust off his sniper rifle. President Biden in Salt Lake City today, where he praised his and his family's security detail.
My daughter has Secret Service, and, it's just wonderful.
Late tonight, a senior law enforcement official tells me Robertson was armed when FBI agents confronted him, that he pointed his weapon at them and did not respond to commands before agents shot and killed him.
If your child has diabetes, you'll want the most accurate CGM, Dexcom G7. It's on, and he's...
Yo, that's crazy, Jay. Oh my gosh, bro. He said some ill shit on the social medias, Jay. He said some ill shit, right? But the thing about it is that I'm wondering if this is a Again, we questioning everything. I'm wondering if it's some kind of treadstone situation, bro. Like, if you like, he was saying some ill shit. He was saying some shit that he wanted to get on the radar of the federal government. If you say some shit like that, right? It was nothing cryptic. He just was out in the open with it, loving every minute of it. 75 years old or 74 years old, right? But then when you go to his Truth Social account, it's got all of the hallmarks. It's got all of the boxes checked on the liberal, gun grabbing, far right, white supremacist, extremist, like handbook, right? It's got all the checks, right? Lifelong NRA member, it said, right?
So you saying he was too on the nose?
He was too on the nose, Jay. He was too on the nose. Let me see if I can't find it. I got to pull that back up. I got to remember where I did with it. Where was it? Hold on, I think I know where it was. Let's see.
He a danger to society.
Bro, it was like FBI. It was FBI. I'm sorry. NRA. Here, is that it? Where is it at? Whatever, I'll paraphrase. It said NRA lifelong member, owner of multiple AR-15s and other assault-style rifles or some shit like that. Like it said Vietnam Army veteran, and I'm just sitting there like, hey, yo, like this is like, come on. Like
he wanted all the radar.
He
not
wanted
just a little bit. He wanted the whole radar.
He wanted the whole radar, Jay. The entire radar. And I'm just sitting there like, come on, guys. Like, if Treadstone working, Treadstone is just putting that shit out there, bro. Maybe they just putting it out there.
Maybe he was just ill-advised because of his boomer knowledge of the situation. He thought that that's how you act up online, I guess.
Right. Now,
maybe.
Now, what I'll say is this, Jay. Right?
What's up?
This is what I'll say. Hold on. Let's do this. Sorry. I'm trying to get this thing in. There we go. So this is what I'll say. Mm-hmm. He said some ill shit, and it warranted a visit from the FBI. I'm sorry. Let's just say, for sake of argument, that this guy is in fact a real person, and this ain't no "this person doesn't exist" picture that they took and ran with, right? Right? And this guy's legit, right? And he said this ill shit on the internet. That warranted a visit from some law enforcement, right? However, an entire SWAT team for tweets, an entire SWAT team was warranted for that. You couldn't send a couple of uniformed police officers to his house and knock on the door with the warrant, like, sir, we got a warrant for your arrest, come with us. You show up with the shock and awe, right? And you didn't, and boom, he dead. You know what I mean? Allegedly, they said he pointed a gun, and they opened they opened fire. You know what I mean? I gotta get rid of this cough. I don't even know why I still got this cough. Anyway, so so they opened fire on him and killed him. I'm like, was that a bit heavy-handed? You couldn't send like some uniformed officers there? You know what I mean? You had to send FBI SWAT task force to go get that guy. It's just something don't add up to that. There's something don't add up with me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that guy wasn't a threat. Clearly he was a threat. Right? Clearly he was a threat. But I didn't see them do this shit for Donnie T. I know Donnie T. Like I said, Kathy Griffith. What'd she do? Have an effigy of his Donald Trump head dripping blood. Madonna talking about she had dreams of blowing up the White House. You had Johnny Depp basically making threats to Donnie T. Snoop Dogg, shoot like personifying, or not personifying, but pantomiming, or whatever you want to call it, blowing Donald Trump's head off. You know what I mean? I'm sure he had other death threats on a daily basis. We never heard about, oh yeah, this person, Donald Trump was going to be in Sacramento, and this person out there said they were going to kill him, and we went to go get him. Like, I'm sure that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Now that guy ain't here no more. Mashman said people are allowed to talk spicy. They are. Now, I don't know if he was walking a fine line. Like, to me, I'm like, he's walking that fine line between freedom of speech and like call to action type shit. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know how much you expect from a 75-year-old man, but then again, I can't say that because of the Republican baseball game. The Bernie Sanders supporter who went and shot at the Republican baseball game. He was an old man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I think it was a bit heavy-handed. I think it did warrant a visit from the FBI or some law enforcement agency. They would have been dumb not to go investigate that, especially since the president is going to be in Utah, I guess today or whatever. But yeah, that shit was crazy, man. I just don't think that it warranted. I don't think that warranted him being, you know, Bill Cooper, for lack of a better term. Eric Cooley in the building said maybe the plan on offing Biden themselves, and this just sets the stage for desensitizing the public. Predictive programming shit. Blame it on the bruh.
look what we got going down in Ecuador. Did you see that when the dude got lit up?
Yeah, I did see that when he got him into the car and he lit that car.
Yeah,
I did see that.
And they're under a state of emergency, and they're wilding out over there because they just lost their guy. I thought he was like the main guy. I don't know. I was just looking into it, and I was like, man, you have all this stuff going down right now. Who knows what's going on for 2024?
Bruh.
Ahead of schedule. Are they trying to prelude all this?
That's what it sounds like, bro. It just sounds like, you know, it's almost like they easing into it. You know what I mean? Like,
and which one of these guys that they got? They got X marks the spot on. Which one?
Right, exactly. That's the question.
That's the question. They're trying to take out this game, man.
That's the question.
Is it Orange Man bad still, or is it or they had enough with the senile?
Exactly.
The senile man.
You call it the senile man?
They had enough with the senile man?
They might have had enough with the senile man, bro.
Or are they still holding that Kennedy grudge? What's going on?
Now, I don't know about that, because I'm sitting there like, so I'm sitting here like, you deny, that was another thing I wanted to bring up. You deny RFK Jr. Secret Service, right?
Right. And look at Woody Harrelson running around wearing his cap, and here his father participated in another event back in '63.
That's right. Forgot about that. Damn.
I wouldn't want Woody Harrelson wearing no cap of me. I can tell you that right now. His whole lineage is if you look back at his ancestry, it's nothing but plotters, people that plotted on other people.
Bruh. So, speaking of the Ecuador stuff, we might as well jump into that now then. We might as well jump into the Ecuador shit now.
Man.
So, Ecuador arrests 6 Colombians in connection with the assassination of presidential candidate.
Oh, it was the Colombians that did it,
It was the Colombians. Authorities captured the 6 men in a...
6 you say, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
6 men in a Quito home. So, it says... Ecuadorian authorities announced on Thursday that they have arrested 6 Colombian nationals in connection with the Wednesday's assassination of presidential candidate Fernando. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. The presidential candidate was a leading anti-corruption figure in the country and was seeking to lead Ecuador as the candidate for the Build Ecuador movement. I just keep doing. I hate when I go to this thing. I like just the news, but this should just be jumping all the time. It's annoying. Get rid of that. See, August in the election. Hold on. In the August 20th election, so the elections was coming up. His ass was inevitably going to win, and they say, up, bow, Jesus. He was gunned down at a political rally in Quito. Authorities captured the 6 men in a Quito home. The Associated Press reported at the site they discovered 4 shotguns, a rifle, ammunition, and grenades. Damn. The motives and affiliations of the 6 individuals remain unclear as of press time, though I'll just say, what's his name? Fernando had previously indicated that the people associated with the Mexican Sinaloa cartel had threatened him. Ecuador has become subject to increased presence of drug cartels in recent years. Damn. It says Ecuadorian President Guillermo Lasso vowed to address the violent act, saying, "I assure you that this crime will not go unpunished. Organized crime has gone too far, but they will feel the full weight of the law." Meanwhile, Guillermo might have been in on it. He might have been in on it, yo. I don't know. Like, I'm assuming he was going against him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess it was inevitable he was going to win. And shit, Monday would have been election day. Monday would have been election day, bro. I don't know, bro. Damn. I don't think he's gonna be the first. I don't think he's gonna be the last one this year. I think it'll be another attempt on somebody. I don't know who it's gonna be on. I don't know, Jay. I don't know. You think those 6 Colombians were made to be there? They patsies?
Man, every time they use this 6, it's just hexcraft. It just means it's just patsy stuff. That number 6, they throw this out every single time to let you know that's not the real deal. Remember when they were saying stay 6 feet apart, otherwise you'll be 6 feet deep. It's just the old school hexcraft that they use, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I mean, we like there's some stories in there that like I've seen it like back in the day, like the Houston Chronicle or whatever said they talked to 6 eyewitnesses that said this or that. Then later it turned out there was no eyewitnesses. They used this technique over and over again.
Bruh.
It just means you're looking in the wrong place. That's all it is.
Iron Man says we all know who really calls the cartels Charlie Indigo Alpha. Eric Cooley said that's not a coincidence at all. Alex Jones was saying assassinations were too messy and they were looking to move past it.
That's another thing. I noticed that too. He was saying that stuff earlier, last week or something like that. Yeah. He was bringing up the topic.
Yeah.
And then here we are this week with stuff going on.
Bruh. Damn. I'm interested to see what's going to happen now. Like, I'm assuming that he was going against Lasso. I'm assuming. You know what I mean? He might have been the favorite candidate. And they was like, we got to get him gone.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it until I looked over and was like, oh, because their election goes on a different timeline than over here in the U.S., you know?
Yeah.
You get to sleep already?
Bruh, I've been up since like 5 in the morning. You know how I do.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm old, y'all. I'm 39. Well, I'll be 39. I'll be 39 on the 7th.
Man.
September. So, yeah, I'm old, bro.
You're not old yet. You're gonna get there one day. The old head Canon Hotep. That's gonna be something. That's where the stories will kick in.
Iron Man says all this makes me wonder how Buckley and AMLO have survived. Let me see. Say H.A. was talking about the power of numerology today. Stuff goes deep. Everything has symbolic meaning. Just gotta identify. Yeah, Jada man when it come to that stuff. Jonah the man when it come to that stuff. Me, I'm still learning, but they'll break that stuff down quick. Like Jay hit me in Twitter. It was like as soon as he saw the Hawaii stuff, like yo, boom, he broke it down like that. Like man, he bro, that's why you gotta have a team of people, bro. Oh my gosh, well you weak, they strong. Like right now, the numerology stuff, it be like I'm catching on and I'm learning, but I got a long ways to go before I catch these dudes. Anyway, interested to see how this election goes for Ecuador now. That's interesting. They did just an assassin. There's nothing to see here, guys. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so the video I played was from a few days ago. What I was, and I've harped on this before, where I said that this January 6th stuff that they putting Trump through, right? I said it's not going to stick, right? It's not going to stick. And that I would find it very I highly doubt that they're going to bring any of those expert witnesses that they had during the committee hearings into this trial. But before we talk about that, guys, I want y'all to head over to Rumble because we heading to Rumble for the rest of this stream. We're going to head to Rumble for the rest of this stream. So if you're on YouTube, hit that. It's in the description box. I'm also dropping it in the chat. But it's also in the description below.
We see you over there on Rumble. I want to say though, this was a spicy YouTube though. It was.
It was spicy. I'm sure we was on the cusp of that shit.
On the outskirts.
I'm so used to just going straight Rumble. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just so used to going straight Rumble, yo.
I was trying to keep everything code word. You was dropping words.
I was. But at the same time, yo, I'm so tired of YouTube, yo, that I almost don't really care no more.
Just gotta watch what we say. Oh my goodness, it's just too much.
I ain't making nothing. YouTube done. I'm like every time I post something, they just a yellow dollar sign. I mean, I ain't getting no money, nothing. You know what I mean?
Cold game.
Yeah, they playing that war. You know, you keep your channel, but yeah, good luck. You know, keeping it afloat with no money coming in. You know what I mean? This stuff is crazy. Anyway, we're going to take the rest of this stream over to Rumble, guys. We're going to take the rest of this stream over to Rumble. I dropped the link in the chat, and I'm going to pin it so you guys can hit the button. Let's see. Boom. There we go.
See y'all on Rumble.
Yep. So this is it for YouTube. Hit that link, guys. Head on over to Rumble. I want to see all 45 of you that's on YouTube. I want y'all over there in them Rumble numbers, guys. Anyway, until next time, YouTube, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. I'll at you.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax.